Alright, here are some of my Marvel Legends and Star Wars action figures. It's not all of them, but it sure is a lot of them. So you can see here are my Venoms and Anti-Venoms, and the different Spider-Men and Spider-Women. And as you can see there, you've got some normal suited characters, some Guardians of the Galaxies. Right above that, we've got Fantastic Four, some Submariners, and my little Avengers shelf. All right there. Here's some of my Legends icons that they don't make anymore. And above, even higher, are some more Marvel Legends and some helmets. We'll swing about this way. You can see there is a little action sequence with Ultron or some of the Avengers. But then you swing into some X-Force. They're fighting some of the mutants, including Onslaught, Deathlock, and the Juggernaut. Up above that, we've got Wrecking Crew. There's Spider-Man versus Absorbing Man. A bunch of the Goblins. Then we go pan down. We've got some baddies here. Including Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and some Apocalypse and his minions. And then some Hydra. Then we will pan downward. So here we've got Thanos and his Black Order next to Deadpool's and some of my X-Men collections here. Here I have a little setup of some X-Men fighting. It's combined with, the Hasbro Marvel Legends and the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I've been collecting since about 2005. So here we got some of my cosmic figures, so including Galactus. You got some Nova people, a bunch of space people, essentially. And there you can see the Skrulls versus Kree. And here I have some more, just a bunch of characters fighting, all set up here. Let me zoom out here so kind of get a bigger, messy picture of it. Let's see, I got my old custom rogue that I made out of the Jean Grey body. Another of my Sentinels, one of the newer ones. Let's see, down here I got some kind of misplaced Guardians of the Galaxies. Got a big Silver Surfer. Oh, she fell. Surprise. Here are some DC figures, including a custom Flash that I've been working on made out of the old Toy Biz Bullseye body. Here's some Assassin's Creed figures. Here is some Plan B toys for like army men. And then I got a whole bunch of boxed figures still. So we go back to this part here. You got A-Bomb versus a lot of different shield agents. And then you go to my Star Wars collection. You can see a bunch of the Jedi fighting. Jedi and Sith. General Grievous. Over here, you get into my bounty hunters with Boba Fett and some of the clone troopers. And this is more of the bounty hunters over here with Jabba the Hutt versus Chewie, Han, and Luke over there. Move over here. You have my TIE fighter with a whole bunch of stormtroopers and the Emperor and Darth Vader and officers and whatnot. Just kind of use the TIE fighter as a segment point to separate the rest. Then you have some of the other Star Wars figures here, including these rebels here. And you've got some of the older Star Wars figures. And I have a bunch of unboxed toys right there. So now we will move on to this little table where I try and customize some of my Marvel Legends. And over there are some figures by the Foosh for the articulate icons. Let me just scooch over here. I'm gonna turn on my lights. And we will walk over to this section here. So you got some articulated icons. Again, some of the samurai or some of the ninja. And there's some Hasbro ninja. And there's a Wolverine female version with a WWE wrestler. There is some more Marvel Legends here. These are more like my martial art ninja type Marvel Legends. There is a bunch of custom G.I. Joe figures. Storm Shadow, that was made out of a, what's that guy's name? Oh, whatever. It's an old Toy Biz figure. The one on the right, Snake Eyes, is made out of a Bullseye figure. And right in the back, Firefly, the Cobra Saboteur, was made out of a Phantom X figure. So right there, we got a whole bunch of Asgardians. All listed there. And I got some even on top of there. Those are my Asgardian shells here, including some of the movie figures. Next to that, you got some of the Ghost Riders. And I got some figures from Game of Thrones and other Dungeons and Dragons type figures. Below that, you got your Wakandans, some Blade, and you got Punisher right here. Here you got some magic guys, including Doctor Strange. And you go to the Hulk section. So you can see Smart Hulk back there, Red Hulk, First Appearance Hulk, some movie Hulks, some Maestros, more movie Hulks, Gladiator Hulk, or World War Hulk, Silver Surfer. Here you've got my Dark Avengers. Zoom out here, you can see some of my Iron Men, some Caps, a couple more Asgardian villains, and more articulated icons for some Street Fighter. And I got your friendly neighborhood Spidey swinging there with the Beetle flying over there and another Spidey just dangling over there. So we will swing back here by the TV. You got some more X-Men just kind of sitting here. Other side of the TV, you've got two clone troopers with Darth Vader and this little getup. I got this whole thing on sale for like $15. Then you have over here kind of my D&D setup using a lot of mythic legions. So some of my guys already fell, but you got Thor standing up on top here, and then you got some mostly mystic legions here, but here you got Kratos from God of War. Right there you've got Doctor Strange, who fell and caused most of my guys to fall down here. There's a articulated icons, Wolverine, more mythic legions, more mythic legions. I kind of threw Nightcrawler down in there because he looked kind of elfish. More mythic legions right there. There's a mythic legions troll. Here's some custom Marvel Legends. I took the Black Knights heads, and I took Electro from the movie, Electro's body there, painted him up. I took forgot that guy's name with the skateboard, and he was all in black and red. I painted these guys up. This was like a movie Captain, I guess Endgame, Captain America, his body, where they had the suits, the generic body, and just painted them up so that they all kind of had similar colors. More mythic legions. Check out this ice troll. Pretty sick in terms of the detail. Articulation leaves to be wanted, but the detail in this figure is pretty cool. And you can see here, got the Wendigo, and you know, I spray painted all this styrofoam and kind of made my own little playset diorama. So over here, you got more mythic legions riding on top of a dinosaur, but you got your elves versus one of your goblins right there. Another goblin there. This was an old custom. Used to be what's his name? Mr. Sinister. I was starting to make like an old Colossus back then, but I just stopped. So over here again, more mythic legions. You have some vampire knights with a type 2 body. And then more Mythic Legions. Right down there, you can kind of see a fallen Marvel Legend from the new. Oh, might as well pick him up since he already fell. I kind of painted him up just a little bit to add more detail. So I painted all these little silver things everywhere, so that just enhanced all the sculpt. And this was the 2-pack with Hela. There is more Mythic Legions right there. And that's most of the toys. Hope you enjoyed.